Yo, what it do? What it do? We are back, and this
Back
is a special
again.
episode. This is a special episode because, ladies and gentlemen, we have decided when we do our top tens, because a lot of people have been asking us, "Hey, man, do a top 10 video by itself," or you know what I'm saying, like we just love your top 10 segments, and we understand that. So, what we're going to do now after every SmackDown, we promise you guys that we will be doing a top 10 every Friday. So, what we're going to do is we're going to separate the videos. We're going to separate the review from the top 10. We're going to do a top 10 solo video every Friday. So Coop got something in his eye. Yeah. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Coop. Go ahead, take it away.
This has been taking on a life of its own. This is actually our favorite segment, so every week we have a list, and putting together this list is never easy at all. It's very stressful. To be honest, and fun at the same time too, because this is the good way for y'all to get to know us, also, and to share your opinions also in the comments. Write down what you think is top 10 of the week, or top 10 heels, or top 10 whatever it is of all time. So, and that's why we like this segment. This from now on, this segment will have an episode on its own. By popular demand. That's very exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very exciting.
So let's break it down, man. Let's get to business. Cool. What is this top 10 of this week? Let the people know.
Top 10 of the week is wrestling heels of all time.
See it at the bottom.
Now, wrestling heels, for those of you who are new to wrestling, is a bad guy. Those heels that piss you off. Those heels that will beat your main eventers ass. See, like that's not how I wanted to go. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So I'll let you go first.
Me and you. Want me to kick it off?
I'll let you kick it off.
All right, go ahead. All right. So my first heel. We started at number 10. We work our way all the way down to 1. All right. So me number 10. I'm gonna go Ravishing Rick Rude.
Okay.
As a heel, I could not stand this dude. I couldn't stand him as a kid, You know what I'm saying? I can't respect him as I got older, but you know what I'm saying? I came to like him too as I got older. But Ravishing Rick Rude, man, from 91? Was it 92? No, 91 to all the way to like 93. That run he had when he was feuding against not Perfect. What was it? Ultimate Warrior. Remember, he had the Warrior's face on his pants. He was doing the old gyration and stuff like that. He was.
Yeah.
He was a menace. He did one with Macho Man and Elizabeth. I think he had Elizabeth's face on his trunks too. He was just a menace, by the way. Yo, Rick Rude was crazy, yo. But you know what I'm saying? Rick Rude backed it up too in real life too. They say Rick Rude was a menace backstage, and you couldn't say nothing wrong to him. Yo, he'll bust in your mouth, yo. So,
he was that guy.
Yeah, he was that guy, man. Rick Rude was crazy, yo. So I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give Rick Rude number 10, yo.
Okay. My number 10, I'm gonna go with the Attitude Era, because it was such an important era. Because I'm going with I can't say prime Undertaker, because Undertaker had like a run like nobody else. His run was only from 1990 to 2021. So I'm gonna go with Ministry of Darkness Undertaker.
Okay, that's a good choice.
It was one feud in particular that I enjoyed. Fully Loaded 1999. He made Austin bleed every week.
Right.
And this was the part where I like this character the best, because he had a dead man persona, but he was still talking his trash.
Right.
He was still like, you're gonna bleed, boy. So he was still like talking trash.
Bleed,
so
boy.
That was very it's like, whoa, God dang, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Undertaker for my 10 heel of all time. Excuse me.
All right.
You got number 9.
Number 9. Now, this is not a wrestler, right? This is a manager. But you all know where I'm about to go with this one because this guy was so damn annoying, and he had a whole good solid decade of being annoying. It was Bobby the Brain Heenan. Heenan with the Heenan family.
Weasel.
You know, every single wrestler that you know coming up in the mid 90s out of WWF had some kind of beef with Bobby the Brain Heenan. It don't matter who it was. It could be Hogan. It was Hogan, Macho Man at one point. It was who else? Bret Hart. There was so many wrestlers, man, coming up out of the 90s had Warrior had beef with the Heenan family. Even Andre the Giant, he turned on Bobby the Brain Heenan. So he was just man. I'm talking about menaces. When I talk about heels, I'm talking about menaces. No, like this man heels of everyone. Him and the Heenan family, man, and they rotated so many people within the Heenan family. But he kept it up. You know what I'm saying? He was like that era's Paul Heyman almost. You know what I'm saying? Well, Paul Heyman is like the WWE now. Bobby Heenan was definitely what he was to the WWF in the mid 80s all the way up to like the mid 90s. You know, before he was like full time on commentary. So you got listen, Bobby the Brain Heenan, man.
I agree. He was everything.
Yeah, he was. All right, you up, Coop?
And on commentary too. All right, my number 9. Yeah, the commentary, he was a classic.
Yeah.
My number 9, I'm gonna go with a non-wrestler / owner. His heel persona started after the 1997 screw job.
I know you go with this one.
When he had that black eye. And you know me, I'm a Bret Hart guy. Like, I got a shirt on right now, actually.
Yeah.
And we hit that Bret School Bret. Oh, he pissed me off with that crap. When he him the feud with Austin, you're fired.
You're fired.
Yeah, he feuded with everybody. But when he got packed up, we got his. It was exciting to see him get whooped because that man took a few whoopings in the take. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say Vince McMahon for my number 9.
Listen, I'm gonna have to piggyback on you real quick. Not saying I'm piggyback off your pick, but just to touch upon the story. Listen, McMahon is a heel in real life, so he's a heel in real life too. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that's going on with the Janelle Grant case and it's just some wild stuff. That accusations. I can't say it's true because it wasn't proven yet, but just all the accusations that's coming out against McMahon, and I'm grateful for what he did for the business because without Vince McMahon, you can kiss all this what we're doing right now goodbye because McMahon basically helped ushered in the wrestling business for worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give him respect for that. But yeah, McMahon is he's a true life heel, man. So yeah, it was my go, right?
Yes. Yes.
We're at number 8.
Mm-hmm. Yes, number 8.
Number 8, I'm going Triple H.
Ooh.
I couldn't stand Triple H. I couldn't stand Triple H for a long time, man. He played the heel. He buried a lot of people. He played the heel perfectly. When you think about heels, the first thing you come up like heel wrestlers, it'll be Triple H.
Yeah.
He had an ego. He had the wrestler skills to back it up. He was just an all-around villain. Like that run that he had with Evolution when he did the thing with Randy Orton. I mean, that's just like peak heel work right there. When he told Batista thumbs down and they beat the crap out of Randy Orton, I was like, wow, that's good heel turn. But he was like, I mean, the fuse that he had with The Rock was heelish. You know what I'm saying? DX stuff that he had.
Yeah.
Original when he first became the leader of DX, that was some heelish stuff. So yeah, I definitely would say Triple H at this point, man, for number 8.
Oh, that's a good choice right there. Okay.
Yep.
My number 8 is very entertaining because I enjoy this persona. This was 2007.
Right.
He 2007 on 6, and he did in TNA too, and he did some commentary, which was funny. I enjoyed his character. He kept calling Jerry Lawler Jerome, which is very entertaining. I'm gonna go with King Booker. What I tell you, some of the funniest stuff I have seen in my life in wrestling came from Booker T. He talked. He had a certain accent. You know, I think it's one King of the Ring. I think, yeah, King of the Ring.
Yeah.
So he had a certain different persona. When you get mad, he'll switch up. What? And he'll go to a different. I love how he'll switch voices. I love how at TNA he kind of did it again a little bit. You know, so I would say King Booker for my number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to switch it up a little bit. Just try to go away from WWF and go to WCW. This is my number 7. This guy was absolutely, like, to me, this is my opinion. I was scared as hell of Psycho Sid, man. Sid Vicious, Sid Justice.
Oh,
I thought that man was literally crazy. His music, when he came down the ring, his physique. When I was a kid, I was like, hey, yo, this nigga's crazy. I mean, my parents said, but yo, he's crazy. You know? Like,
no, legit. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Psycho Sid was like, to me, he was just out there, yo. And I was like, I was a little bit terrified. I was more scared of Sid than I was Undertaker, to tell you the truth. I thought Sid was like hurting people for real in the ring, yo. Like, you know, the ruler of the world, yo. He was like all some other stuff, yo. Straight up.
Yeah.
Sid, I'm gonna put him at number 7.
All right, cool. I like that. My number 7, I'm gonna go with 2007 bald head, no facial hair, Randy Orton.
Okay.
You talking about a menace?
Oh yeah, Randy.
And
good choice.
The feud with Jeff Hardy. I remember he kicked Matt Hardy in the side. Say, hey Jeff, I kicked him where his appendix used to be. You know, it's like this dude was. He was a menace, and when he's feuding with Triple H for Mania, you know the stuff he was doing, we RKO Stephanie.
Yeah,
you know, like
did he bring it to their house?
Nah, Triple H broke into his house.
Triple H broke into his house. Okay.
Yeah. So I would say 2007, 8, that whole 3-year run between 27 and 2007, 2010. I'll say that Randy Orton right there. My number 6. He was just a problem. And he was putting people in the head.
Randy, Randy was a cold, like the Legend Killer persona, man. Shit.
Oh my gosh, how did I forget about that?
Yes. Like you said, he even the stuff
Jake
he did with the stuff he did with Kofi too was crazy too, man. Like he's like, you're stupid.
Oh yeah, and stuff he did with Undertaker.
Plus, they said Randy was a jackass backstage, man.
Back then, he was
crazy, man.
Yeah, back then he was the problem. Back then,
he was a problem, yo. So that was your number 6.
Yeah, number 6. No,
that was number 7.
Yeah,
all right, so my number 6. All right, let's go number 6, man. All right, man. So number 6, I am going to give it to. Where I had on here, I'm gonna have to go with CM Punk. Number 6. Yeah, he had like a nice heel run. You know what I'm saying? I like heel CM Punk more than I like babyface CM Punk. CM Punk as a heel, tremendous heel work. He gave you that feel of the classic heel character. He did the Straight Edge Society with was it Luke Gallows, and I want to say who's the other girl? Was it Molly? No, it was she wrestles in AEW now. God, I forgot her name already. Jesus. The professor. They call her the professor. I forgot the girl's name. I will bring it back. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. It was the professor. Serena Deeb. That was who it was. Serena Deeb.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, and they shaved their heads and stuff like that. And he was like, "Yo, I'm straight edge," and he was just doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Of a great heel character. So, CM Punk as a heel is not only just about that, but when CM Punk is serious, and he's doing like all the heel work. It's just crazy, man. Like I think he's a great heel, man. So that's just my opinion. If you don't like it, go screw yourself, man. I'm being heelish right now.
Right. It's the heel turn.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right. Yo, go.
All right, we're at number
6. We're at number 6.
Number 6, I'm gonna go with the People's Champ, and I'm gonna go with the final boss, The Rock.
Oh, do it to me. I thought you was gonna have fire. I thought it was gonna have fire.
I know this is tough, so this ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's not.
Because the way you go off on fans, and I said this before, like I remember the whole thing as Backlash, like 99, the build up. And when The Rock threw the belt over the bridge.
Yeah.
And The Rock is talking.
And the Continental, right?
And he goes, Yeah. Now this is the world title.
Oh, Rock. Okay, yeah.
When Stone Cold beat him for the title. Yeah, he threw the belt over the bridge. And Rock is cutting a promo on the bridge. And he's like, adding millions. He goes, No. You don't sing along with The Rock. He can't hear them saying that, but he still says that. And stuff like that, which is classic. And now this final boss Rock, I like this one is crazy because you see him more of aggressive. Like, because Rock was like he'll legit beat you up. You know what I'm saying? And the way he packed Cody up, you know what I'm saying? That the way he was cutting IG promos last year.
Right.
It was like he said, man to man, your story. You like the way
Mama Rhodes.
The Rock is still he's still funny, he's still charismatic. Classic, yo. Classic.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Like I said,
we have 5.
Hollywood Rock is nothing.
Dang,
Final boss Rock is nothing but Hollywood Rock on steroids. That's all it is. It's just Hollywood Rock amplified times 2.
Legit. Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's what it is. Yes.
And Hollywood Rock was a good heel too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just
that too. Yeah.
Right.
Dang.
So, yeah, man.
That's tough.
All right, so we're on number 5.
Yeah.
Now we start to get down to some good stuff, man. Number 5 for me, I'm gonna go the Hot Rod, Rowdy Piper. Piper was I think one to me in the first WrestleMania leading up to like second. That was perfect heel work, man. You know what I'm saying? Like even like Piper solidified the heel role in the early 80s. I think he came back for a brief the Intercontinental run he had against Brett. That was like more of a babyface turn, but he did some heelish actions in that match. But throughout the 80s, Piper was like a legit great heel. Like a lot of people, if you look at it, he ushered in a lot of people taking his style, like the way he does his interviews. You see a lot of the Miz TVs and stuff like that. You see a lot of
he paved the way.
His influence is like all over wrestling. I mean, it might be like little snippets of his influence, but you can tell like Piper had a big impact as a heel. He hit Snook over the head with the coconut. He did some blackface with the ring. I'm like, yo, he's off the hook, man. Like Piper was a menace, yo. Like, yeah, Piper, man, number 5, man, for me.
No, my number 5, because I just wrote this in. Because when I say this, I think of impact far as culturally wise, and I think of like far as his character and the anti-American thing has been done so many times as well wrestling.
Right.
And I love the way he talked trash about Hulk Hogan.
Don't tell me what you think. No, wait. Don't tell me what is that kind of.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going there. Going there.
Okay.
Cheeky baby. My man, the Iron Sheik. God rest his soul.
It's funny that you said that, right? Because I was just looking at last night before SmackDown came on. I was looking at my list, right? And I was looking at, I was like, damn, I forgot to put Sheik on his list. You know what I'm saying? I was wanting to try to fit him in, but I was like, damn, I can't move nobody. Yo, he'd be like, fuck, they Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spit on you. Yo, Sheiky, man.
My man, Sheiky baby, Iron Sheik. Yeah,
yo, hit it right there, yo.
I was like,
you had the guts. I didn't have the guts to put him on there, man. But
I was like, I'm gonna have to be controversial. I'm like, yes,
right.
Go look at his
awesome heel, yo.
Yes, and he's strong as hell. Like the things he were doing.
I did some research on him too, man, and I didn't know that he was like a legit Iranian Olympic champion. Like,
he's legit. He's legit.
Yeah, he's legit. Like actual like Greco-Roman wrestler.
He can go.
Like he had a lot of world championships as a Greco-Roman wrestler. So,
yeah,
man, Sheik, man,
he can
awesome.
Go like. He was the first like anti-American thing they used to do.
Yeah.
Back in the day. So I would just say that, and you know, you look at a lot of his YouTube interviews, like from Howard Stern and all that. You know, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan.
I would say Brian Blair. Yeah. Like, oh my God.
I'll spit on you. He said, "I do you in your butt. You fired." That's what he said.
That's what Sheik said.
That's what Sheik said.
But yeah,
I'm just doing that.
So I'm gonna go with that.
YouTube don't break us down. Nothing like that. Jesus Christ.
Nah, not at all. Yeah,
man, YouTube crazy.
So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that for my 5.
We're gonna go with that for number 5. All right, number 4. Number 4, I am going to go with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. We cannot deny that Hulk Hogan had an awesome change of character heel turn from Bash at the Beach 1996.
Yeah.
Oh, it was 96, right? Bash at the Beach?
Yeah. 96.
Bash at the Beach 1996. The formation of the NWO all the way till his heel run until he got back to WrestleMania X8 when he fought The Rock.
Yeah.
So that was an awesome heel turn. And he's still a heel now in real life. So, he's a heel.
Boy, is he?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something, man. Let's just touch on NWO Hogan. Great heel work.
Yeah.
When he came down the ring with Voodoo Child, I just thought that, you know what I'm saying, when you're NWO for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy stuff, man. You know, I love that heel turn. Hogan.
Yeah.
But what threw me off is all these politics now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You know, we might have some Republican.
Yeah.
Look, trust me, I'm not about politics, but let's just keep politics, man. Let's try to keep our personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is you ruin yourself. You got a lot of people following you. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of people, and plus he just did something recently. Last week or early this week, he had I think he had a sign-in for his All-American beer, and he had a whole bunch of people in the crowd and let all them people he just abandoned all the people. I think he stopped his signing. He stopped the signing for a couple of hundred people, and then he left out, and people was disappointed. So yeah, man, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's a great heel. It's a heel in real life. Crazy. Dang, Hogan. Yeah.
Right, that was my number. Was it number 4?
Yeah, 4. 4. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
That 2012 all the way up to like 2019, I think 2020. I'm gonna go with that run because Brock Lesnar was a legit beast and still is a legit beast. And the way when that music hit, somebody about to get their ass kicked.
Right.
Like it's go time when that music hit. And the way he'll take certain things and make it a meaning. Like suplex, it's match style. Like he made that work for him. Right. Suplex you about 15 times. I think about the match with John Cena versus Brock. I think SummerSlam 2015. I think, if I'm correct.
Right.
That every time I think about that match, I think of Bane versus Batman. That's what it looked like. Hey. The way he destroyed John Cena, like he beat the brakes off that boy. He beat Roman up like the same way. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So I would say Brock Lesnar for my number 4.
Okay, that was good. I had Brock on my list originally. I think I had him at number 9, but I moved him down because I had to get Rude and Bobby Heenan on. But yeah, Brock was a good choice.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Where we at, number 4 still?
For you, it's 3 now.
Number 3. Okay, cool. Yeah. Number 3. I am going to go with. Oh man, should I switch this one around? All right, so number 3, I'm going to go with Final Boss Rock because I had him between 2 and 3, but this heel work that he's doing right now, the Final Boss, is so good. Like, I mean, like I said, it's just Hollywood Rock it's Hollywood Rock times 10, and I think that, you know what I'm saying, this heel work is great. I love the promos that he's cutting. He's raw, uncut, but he can do that because he's the Final Boss. And not only that, he's a board member of TKO, so he can do that. Yeah, man, it's just great heel work, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. I mean, you think about it. It's all of his. He's putting everything together, all his characters together in one. You can see snippets of. Snippets of the Blue Chipper, Rocky Maivia in it too. You know when he's like being more of a baby face a little bit per se. You see snippets of the Blue Chipper. You see snippets of corporate Rock. You can see snippets of Hollywood Rock. You see snippets of just Rock after, you know what I'm saying, right before he went to Hollywood full time. It's just so many different aspects of the Rock all formed in one, and that's what makes the Final Boss. So that's just great character work, man. Heel Rock is number 3. I mean, Final Boss Rock is number 3.
Solid point. I love that.
Hold up, cool.
I'm gonna go with his latest run before. Okay.
No, I was saying hold up because your mic went out. Go ahead, start over again.
Okay. Thanks. So I'm gonna go with number 3. I'm gonna say his latest run before he came back at SummerSlam. Because I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. The Tribal Chief.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go with that run because we had some heels, but we haven't had heels who had a storyline that's been consistent like this. Right. When I say consistent, I'm talking about like a title run for 4 years straight.
Well,
crazy thing is, true. So you think about it, Roman's that title reign he did the last title reign was probably longer than the Attitude Era. Let that sink in. Attitude Era is only like 4 or 5 years, right? 4 years, probably. Right. So that's a long run, and to have that run and to not get stale.
Right.
We came out with that music and everybody just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he made it so cool to be him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he made it cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came out. Sometimes he didn't come out. Sometimes he didn't show up every week, but it makes sense to his character. So when he does show up, it made him more prestigious. When that music hit, to me, I like the original music better than this one right here.
Yeah,
I like that one better. I like that one way better. The original one came out.
Music? I mean, the original one he came out with?
Yeah, the original one. Yeah.
You know what? People say that, but I can't tell the difference. Maybe it's me.
It's the
choir. Maybe the choir at the beginning.
It's more of the choir in the beginning. It's more of this one right here now has more of a drum beat. You know what I'm saying? I got you. The original one was like he came out. He was like,
he just came out. Yeah, right.
It's just the coolest shit ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when Samantha Irvin was announcing them. That was just, oh my gosh.
PSA real quick, man. PSA, Trevor, I know you listening. I know you watching. If you can't watch it, that's great. Let me tell you something, Ricochet. If you don't bring Samantha Irvin right back here where she belongs, we will hunt you down. No, I'm just playing. We're not gonna do that. We're sorry, Trevor. I'm so sorry. I got my feelings. We want Samantha back. Right. We do want Samantha back.
But remember, like when Usos had a tag team titles, right?
Yeah,
they were standing behind them. So you had Sami Zayn, you had Solo Sikoa, you had Paul Heyman, like the undisputed. and he was sitting there like
undisputed.
Like it was like it don't get no better than that.
I'm gonna have to piggyback on you. I'm not gonna change my list. I still got 2 more to go. But I'm just gonna touch on Roman because I don't want to do 2 Romans. But you're right. I will put him up there as one of the greatest heels of all time. This run has been magnificent. It's still the story is still going on. The story is still going
to this day.
It's almost 5 years. You can't,
see.
And it's not like he's being like a heel for a feud and then he's coming back. He's actually being straight heel. He did have the brief moment last year around War Games where he had to adjust, a little bit to, have Jay reunite the original bloodline. But Roman, his heel work is impeccable, man. This character run, whoever wrote this for him or scripted him to be this character, you got to give him kudos, man. Now, he had a piece of this, and he had a piece of this, the way his character is being used. But I think it's really Paul Heyman, and they actually just taking his original, his actual personality and just enhancing it. I think this is what Roman really is. Like he really is like more of he's really more of a not saying he's a heel, but he's more of a reserved, more quiet person. But they try to amplify that, and then showing that he can, and it's better than the big dog. I couldn't stand the big dog. I could not stand the big dog.
Me neither.
That was so corny, man. It's like, okay, this is what I was trying to get at a couple seconds ago. You're trying to force him something that he's not. You know what I'm saying? The big dog was something that he was not. He was trying to be this bubbly baby face superhero type. Cut that out, man. This man really is. He's a menace. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Big ups to Roman Reigns, man. I really enjoy his ring work, and I should have had that higher. But I had this list. I'm thinking like historical heels, so that's what I was putting on my list. Historical heels. But Roman, I still consider Roman now. I still consider him now, but I wasn't thinking that Roman should have been on this list. And I'm like, I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Coop.
He's like,
yeah, you saved me, man, because I really enjoy his heel run. All right, so what am I? We on number 2 now? We're on number 2?
Number 2.
2. Number 2. I'm going to piggyback what you said earlier. I'm going to go with Vince McMahon. I had to go high because Vince, when I touched on it earlier, he's just a menace in real life. Vince is what he did for wrestling in general, man. Like, the territory things and bringing it to syndication, bringing it to television on cable network, and everything he done. I congratulate him for, because without Vince, we wouldn't have none of this. And you can sit here, you can argue about that all you want. You can argue till your face.
That's true.
About Vince McMahon, you would not have nothing that's going on right now will be in existence if it wasn't for Vince McMahon. So you got to give him his props on that.
True.
But man, Mr. McMahon, you are crazy, man. Like, what are you doing? You talking about you want to poop on people's chest and you want to pass the girl off? That's what they said.
He's wild for that one.
This was he's wild, man. So,
man.
Yeah. The whole McMahon family is wild, man. But Vince, man, good night, man. You off the hook, man. But that's my number 2. But we already touched on Vince. I don't want to spend too much time on him, so I'm gonna let you go number 2.
All right, my number 2. I hated this guy as a kid. This guy Jim Ross hated this guy. The way he going Triple H.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was my number 8, yo.
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. When he hit Austin with the sledgehammer, when he attacked Austin for that title match, and he put a referee out the ring and a referee like this. So I'll go with Triple H. I said it before. I said it's like last top 10. I remember Austin and Triple H in the ring. Austin was like, "You got 15,000 people calling you an asshole." He was like, "If they get rap about them, you can all kiss my ass, as far as I'm concerned." It was just the way. Right. It was just like I legit hated this guy, yo. I hated this guy.
I'm with
now,
you,
like Triple H. Thank you.
Like I said, man, I didn't respect Triple H all the way until he retired officially when he couldn't come back from the heart condition. And I had to look back at his career, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, damn. because when you're younger, you don't appreciate the heel like you should. I always appreciate the heels, but it was just something about Triple H that was always annoying to me. I guess because he kept winning and he was always in the title picture. So I'm like, sit your ass down sometimes. Give somebody else a chance to shine. You know what I'm saying? So, but looking back at it though, as an adult, he had a great run, man. Great run as a heel, and he spent more time as a heel than babyface. So, yeah, man, Triple H. I respect that, yo.
Yeah.
Who we at number one? We at number one.
Number one.
All right, cool. All right, so number one for me, the no-brainer.
Number one.
This guy's been a menace his whole career, and he had some brief stints as a babyface, like real brief. When I'm talking about brief, I'm talking about like inch brief. But I'm gonna go with Nature Boy Ric Flair. Ultimate heel. Ric Flair, NWA. He wrestled for Jim Crockett, AWA. I mean, he took the title around all the territories. He was just the flamboyant, the drip that he had. You know what I'm saying? Like he came in with a cocky attitude. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I am he, I am him. You know what I'm saying? But no, Ric Flair, man, countless battles with Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, and just Four Horsemen. He started what stables should be. You can't take that out of history. You know what I'm saying? Like Flair and the Horsemen, they created the stables. You know what I'm saying? And they were a menace together. You know what I'm saying? As a stable, you know what I'm saying? Like they was beating everybody's ass in NWA and WCW. Like Flair is just the ultimate heel to me. Like he's the dirty. Like they don't call him the dirtiest player in the game for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just one of my favorite heels of all time is Ric Flair. Can't say you can't say too much about him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who Ric Flair is. If you don't, go look him up. But Ric Flair is the man, yo.
How did I miss that? Damn.
Damn.
Damn. How did I fumble? I'm sorry, Net fans. Don't kill me.
But like you said, though, this list was hard because there's so many people.
Yeah, because
I was sitting here and I pulled up my list that I have right here on my spreadsheet, and then I took it off. I looked down, and I'm looking at my pad. I just switched some people on my pad just now, so I'm like, that's why I kept looking up at the stream. You saw me early in the video. I'm like, damn, did I miss that one? Like, shit. So
I'm like, damn, why did I get that one? So
you see how these top 10 people, these top 10s get
pressure.
Go ahead.
And the one we got next week. My number one, I'm gonna go with importance because if one for this heel turn, you want to have the current heel turn with John Cena. Hulk Hogan, 1996, Bash to the Beach.
Okay.
At the time, this is like when Hogan was my first like big superstar. Before Brett like really took off, I was a Hogan guy. Like after the match, get posing for the pictures and doing all this and. You think you made your cardboard cutout little championship belt, and then we thought he was a superhero, and that's how it was presented. Like that was your first superhero. So when Hogan turned heel and he switched it, man, to the black and white NWO, he did it at the right time before his character got stale. You know what I'm saying? Because transition to the new generation era, that was a smart decision. Like changing the character. Because without the Hogan heel change, you wouldn't get the Cena heel change. Cena, you wouldn't get The Rock or Austin or any of those guys. So Hogan, not to say Hogan was the first heel, but it was for me, in my opinion, Hogan, this was the first heel turn that had like a major impact, of a shocking major impact. And this was the start of the Monday Night Wars. You know what I'm saying? This was the start of the Attitude Era, ECW popping up over here, certain things. So, like, I would say Hulk Hogan, 1996, Bash to the Beach, that famous leg drop. He's like, boom, bam, So that's what I would say my number one, Hulk Hogan.
The New World Organization of Wrestling. That's what he said at first, the New World Organization of Wrestling.
Fans were pissed. They were throwing
trash ring and all that, yo.
I think Main Chain Oakland had a cut on his eye or something like that. Yeah, somebody had threw something at him. Right. He got hit with something, so this was, that was a major thing, yo.
But let me piggyback off what you just said, man, for your number one, because I know we at the end right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of ironic if you think about it, right? Vince McMahon, Hulk Hogan, the two single entities that changed professional wrestling as we know it. You know what I'm saying? Without them two, and we can say what we want to say. You can say what you want to say. You get blue in your face. I don't give a damn. Without them two individuals, we won't have what we have today. Vince for the business side and what he did to bring wrestling to the forefront of all the homes in America, and you have Hogan as the single superstar that changed wrestling in general. If you look at it, Hogan was a heel when he first started it, right? But Vince, we didn't know much about Vince. We just knew that he was the owner's son. And he was just the announcer, right? These two men have singly became the biggest heel of wrestling as we know right now, because Vince is doing it's kind of ironic, right? Because they're like, they started off, you know what I'm saying, as the good guys. I won't say Vince because I didn't know what Vince was because he was just the announcer. But Hogan was a good guy originally, not originally, but in his early run of WWF.
Yeah.
And now they're the biggest heels in wrestling, and they're not even active. They're not active.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying, like. You still talk about them, and it's crazy because you still talk about them sometimes. They're not irrelevant. We know who Hulk Hogan is. We know who Vince McMahon is. It's crazy, right? And they're still
it is
some type of influence in the game. So yeah, man, I think they might be the two greatest heels of all time. And then you probably put Final Boss Rock and then Ric Flair right under them. I was sitting here thinking about as you was talking. I was like, damn, I said Hogan and Vince are still relevant, and they're actual heels in real life.
Yeah, legit. Oh my gosh, that's a solid ass point.
I mean, am I lying?
No, not at all.
Right,
not at all.
So
because that Raw 26, that Raw Netflix when he came out,
right?
Ooh, man got booed out of the building.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
Crazy,
yo. So listen, man, we made it, man. This is a great video, and I didn't know it was going to be this long, 42 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy.
Solid.
Solid. You know, this is what we do when we do the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do. And you guys asked for it. You wanted a top 10 separate video. We're going to give you a top 10 separate video.
And next week,
what? Okay, let's clear the air right now. What is the top 10 for next week?
All right, top 10 for
before
next.
Before you go, because I'm going to go with your idea. I did have one in common, but go ahead. You do first. Go first.
Okay. All right. My idea is top 10 greatest intercontinental champions of all time.
I like that. I'll put the one I had on the back burner there, but we have to do that. We're gonna.
You talking about? This might be like.
I got an idea for that one too.
Okay. All right.
We should call it. Okay. We should do a championship series. Go down the list of the greatest world champions, intercontinental, United States. Okay. We should do a champion series. That'd be great. That would be great. The championship series.
Championship series. All right. Volume 1. There it is.
Championship series, volume 1. We start with the Intercontinental Championship. So, all right, man. Let's do that, yo. I'm down for it, yo.
I need to get one.
Yeah. What, Intercontinental?
Yeah, I haven't got one yet.
I'll wear it next week. I got the Intercontinental in the room. I'll wear it next week.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, cool. All right, bet.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Do it. That'll be great, man. Championship series. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an awesome morning. Oh, we're recording this in the morning.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know why I just came up, but yeah, it's been awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys, man. Thank you for the support. Our YouTube, likes and subscriptions has went up. We just thank you guys for sticking with us.
Yes,
we're gonna be more. We're gonna make a couple of little tweaks. But we love you guys, man. Thank you for your support. Coop, you got anything to say?
Again, thank you as always, guys. Monday, we back on. It's gonna be a hot Raw. We back on. We ready. Hopefully, my voice is 98%.
And welcome back, man. Welcome back. It's good to have you back, man. I'll tell you. I was kind of nervous, man, doing that whole thing by myself because I was like deer in the headlights. But Yo, welcome
feel
back,
you.
man.
It's all
It's
good,
easy
bro.
to go
You
when you have
covered it.
somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We're gonna do this again, though. So Monday,
Yeah,
y'all.
for sure.
Yes.
Coop, man.
All
Yo,
right.
look, I'm Derek, man. That's Coop, man. Yo, we out of here, yo. We'll see y'all
Peace.
next week. Peace.